How's it going, people? So with the new BR season, they made some changes to the way you can earn Battle Pass XP and save the world. So for today's video, we're going to take a look at some of those changes. I think the biggest change between this season and last one is the amount of daily XP you can earn before you reach the cap. Once you reach the cap, you won't be able to earn any more Battle Pass XP and save the world until it refreshes, which is 8 p.m. Eastern. Once you start doing missions after it resets, you'll be able to earn some more Battle Pass XP. So last season, the cap was 1,056,000 XP every day that you could earn by just playing Save the World. But this season, you're only able to earn up to 600,000 XP every day. Now, for those who are wondering, that's about 8 levels in your Battle Pass that you can earn by just playing Save the World every day. And if you reach the cap every day during the season, you'll be able to reach up to level 440 in your Battle Pass. Just to give you an idea of how much XP that is. But yeah, that's one of the main changes. You'll no longer be able to earn up to 1 million every day. Instead, you can only earn up to 600,000 XP every day. A couple of other things I wanted to quickly mention before we take a look at the new XP numbers. I just want to quickly remind everybody that it doesn't matter what the difficulty of the mission is, you're going to get the same amount of XP for it. So whether it's a 140 Ride the Lightning or a level 3 Ride the Lightning, you're still going to get the same amount of Battle Pass XP for it. So yeah, the difficulty of the mission doesn't matter. I should also point out that there are bonuses or bonus objectives you can complete that'll help you earn a little extra Battle Pass XP. One of them is fully exploring the map. All you have to do is just uncover all the gray areas on your map. You also have combat, building, and utility. For combat, all you have to do is just kill husks. For building, all you have to do is build and upgrade those building pieces. And to increase your utility, you're going to either want to craft weapons. I got about 548 utility for each weapon I crafted. Destroying structures around the map increases your utility. And searching items and containers also increases your utility. I'm not sure if this is true for every mission, but when I tried Ride the Lightning earlier, I was able to unlock that building badge after I got a score of 700 in building. As you can see, here's the Battle Pass XP we got from that building badge bonus. When it comes to utility, I was able to get that extra Battle Pass XP after reaching 939. And there's the Battle Pass XP I got from the utility badge. And when it comes to combat, we were able to get the bonus after we reached 780 in the combat. Shout out to Mystic for testing that out for me. He wasn't able to unlock that extra Battle Pass XP until he got 780 in combat. So to get those extra Battle Pass XP bonuses, you're going to want 780 in combat, 700 in building, and somewhere around 939 in utility. Like I said, I don't know the exact numbers, but that's what we got when we tested it. The reason I wanted to point that out is because they'll help you earn extra Battle Pass XP every time you complete one of those bonus objectives. In order to give you a better idea of how long it takes you to reach the cap, you can do 1 endurance, and then for your second endurance, you can go up to wave 23 before you reach the cap. So it's a little bit longer than 1.5 endurances. When it comes to regular missions, it's going to take you somewhere between 12 and 14 missions. It kind of depends on how many extra bonus objectives you complete along the way and which missions you do. But yeah, according to this post I found on Reddit, which was posted a few hours ago, he was able to reach 600,000 XP in 2 hours and 23 minutes, and it took him 14 missions to do it. And the mission he chose to do was a Stonewood Ride the Lightning mission, and he just AFK'd it for the most part, while also getting the exploration badge. And for each of the missions, he got somewhere between 41,000 and 46,000 XP. It took him almost 2.5 hours to reach the cap. So yeah, I'll leave a link to this post in the description if you want to go check it out, because it gives you a good idea of how long it'll take you to reach the cap by just playing regular missions. I'm gonna go ahead and try out the method he used. Basically, as soon as he loaded into the Ride the Lightning mission, he went straight to the van. As soon as he found the van, he would start it and place spikes all around it. I actually use a different method, which I'll show here in a little bit. But after he starts the first wave, he goes around the map and gets 2 more blue glow for the second wave of Ride the Lightning. And he also goes for the exploration badge. He was also next to the van before the first wave ends, so that way he can start the second wave immediately. And at that point, you're pretty much done. You can just AFK the rest, or you can try to finish completing your exploration badge or get your other extra badges. But that's pretty much the method he used. Before we go further, I should point out that you could also just use defenders. Personally, what I chose to use was Thunder Thor as my commander. I also had Power Base Constructor and Electro Pulse Penny in my support team. And with Thunder Thor, all I had to do was just place floor pieces around the objective and place down my base. And that would pretty much kill all the Husks that get close to the objective. That's the way I chose to do it. He used floor spikes, and I guess you could also use defenders. But those are a few different ways you could AFK the low level Stonewood missions. As you can see, I went ahead and tried it myself. And it took me about 10 minutes to complete it, and we got roughly the same amount of XP. So if you would like to get roughly 46,000 Battle Pass XP every 10 minutes, then this is the method you may want to use. And again, big shout out to the guy who posted this on Reddit. I'll leave a link to that post in the description if you want to go check it out. I did do a couple of other low level missions in Stonewood, one of them being Fight the Atlas. That one also gave some pretty decent XP. It doesn't seem like it gives as much as Ride the Lightning does, and it also took us a little bit longer to complete it. And we also tried Retrieve the Data. This one also took a little bit longer, and it didn't give as much XP as Ride the Lightning either. Between those 3 missions, I would say you may want to do Ride the Lightning, but all of them are easy in low level Stonewood, so that's sort of up to you. I know these events aren't currently available, but Dungeons and Frost Night are also other really good ways of earning Battle Pass XP. But yeah, those events aren't currently available, so I'm not going to waste any time on those. Anyways, the last thing I want to go over are the XP values and how they've changed from this season compared to last season. So on the left side of the screen, we got last season's values for each mission and bonus objective. And on the right side, we have the current value for each of the missions. So I'm just going to go through quickly and point out the differences between them. First thing I should point out is when it comes to the building badge, the combat badge, and the utility badge, they've all increased. Last season you would get 700 XP for each of them, but this season you get 1600 XP for each of them. So that's more than doubled. Same thing is true for the exploration badge. That went from 700 to 1600 XP. So they definitely feel like they're more worth it now compared to before. When it comes to storm shield defenses, they used to be 28,000, 29,000, 29,000, 38,000 for storm shield defense number 10. That's gone up to 65,000, 62,500, 65,000, and 87,400. I'm assuming that's for Twine. So it looks like the XP you get from storm shield defenses has gone up. If we compare endurance, let's say wave 30, last season you would get 161,000 XP if you get to wave 30. This season you get 366,000 XP. So you get way more endurance XP this season compared to last. In order to reach the cap, all you have to do is 1 endurance and then reach wave 23 on your second endurance, and you should be able to reach the daily cap after that. So that's the difference between endurance waves. And when it comes to some of the regular missions, Build the Radar used to give 15,400 XP, now it gives 35,000. You're not going to want to do Build the Radar. It's 20 minutes every single time, so basically it takes like almost twice as long as some of the other missions. Deliver the Bomb used to be 16,400, now it's 36,000. So that also got a huge buff. Destroy the Encampments went from 9,400 XP to 12,500, so that one got a smaller buff compared to some of the other missions. I know you can complete these encampments quickly in Stonewood, but when we compare how much XP we get, it definitely feels like you'd be better off doing some of the other missions. Eliminate and Collect used to be 8,800 XP, now it's 20,000. And that one only takes 10 minutes, but again, some other missions can be completed in 10 minutes and they give a lot more XP, so I wouldn't consider that to be one of the best ones either. When it comes to Evacuate the Shelter, that went from 14,300 to 32,500. The defense is only 6 minutes, which is great, but it does take a while for the shelter to repair itself in the beginning, so Probably not one of the fastest missions, but it still does give a decent amount of XP. Fight the Storm went from 11,600 to 26,300. So that almost doubled. Now I know Frost Knight's not available, but that went from Wave 20 was 113,900, and this season it's 258,000. So that more than doubled. Looks like the dungeons also got a boost. I'm not really sure which one is which, but each of these have a higher amount than the ones on the left. So dungeons also got a boost. Repair the Shelter went from 20,000 XP to 45,000. Rescue the Survivors, which is not a good mission to do to farm Battle Pass XP. That went from 10,000 to 24,000. Retrieve the Data went from 14,000 to 32,000. And I would consider this to be one of the better missions to do, but it does take a little bit longer compared to Ride the Lightning, which we're going to look at next. So Ride the Lightning went from 13,800 to 31,300. So yeah, this one can be completed a little bit faster than Retrieve the Data. So yeah, that's all the missions we're going to take a look at. I will leave a link to this new updated list in the description if you want to go check it out, because we didn't go over everything. Just wanted to go over the main missions and some of the big events. But yeah, there's some things I would say low-level Stonewood missions are the fastest way to earn Battle Pass XP and save the world. And the missions you would want to focus on are Ride the Lightning, Retrieve the Data. If you can AFK your endurance, that's probably the best way to get Battle Pass XP, because you only need to do 1.5 endurances. If it's AFKable, you won't have to do anything. You can just turn it on and go do whatever you want to do. Storm King's also sort of another pretty decent one because it can be completed quickly. That went from 6,500 XP to 15,000 XP. And again, that can be completed in like 5 minutes. So that's probably another good one you could do, the Canny Valley Storm King. But I think Ride the Lightning and Retrieve the Data are probably the best ones to do. So yeah, let me know which missions you all have been doing to farm Battle Pass XP, what strategies you all used, and let me know what you think about the changes made to the amount of XP you get from each of the missions. But yeah, that's everything we're gonna go over for this one. I hope y'all found the video useful, and thanks for watching.